So we're going to set this up for a shoulder internal rotation, external rotation. Take the knee device off. And to spin this around, I'm going to need to raise this machine up like that. And I'm going to need to rotate it. This is going to be for the right shoulder, so I'm going to rotate the right side this way. Sometimes these cords kind of catch, you just got to make sure they're clear. And then once we're locked in there, we can lock in the rotation lever, which is right back there. And then I am going to tilt this to 60 degrees. See a little line there. Now I'm going to push this down to about where I think it's going to be for Carol. I should write it in the chart so I don't have to guess. And then I'm going to lock that in place. I may need to adjust that. I think I am going to have to put that down slightly. So we have that there. Going to lock that in place. And then we're on the setup mode. I'm going to hit standby, on, and start. And you can see that is going into external rotation by itself. But then it stops, so I'm going to turn the balance mode over here until it balances in the middle. That'll just keep it from bouncing into one direction. And then I'm going to hit standby. And that's going to be way too high, so I'm going to go ahead and lower it. And then we will set Carol up in that. Okay, I'm ready when you are.
All right.
And you said it was okay for me to film you.
Of course.
Good. That's our
Joe
verbal.
would have worn a
That's our
better
verbal.
shirt.
Yeah. Facing this way. And just like, I know it's been a while since you've been in here, but we're going to have you right there with your elbow just about on top of that. I'm going to shorten this slightly. And again, I should write these numbers down so I don't have to guesstimate.
Is this will be one I'll do regularly?
This will be one, yeah, this is one that you can do here that you can't do at home, and you've been in this before. It's just
right.
So from right there, so
now I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing.
All you got to do is what I just did. Just face me, just like that. I just want to make sure your shoulders are pretty level, and they are. And then I'm going to put this here just to secure your arm. You're fine right there. You could still, if you felt something uncomfortable, you could always let go of that. You know, pull your arm out so you're not trapped in there. So now I'm going to go over here. I'm going to hold this just so that if it did wiggle, it wouldn't wiggle too much. And I am going to hit standby, on, and start. And then we're going to go into position 1 until we get to your end range. Tell me when.
Yeah, that's it.
Right there. Okay. And then we're going to go this way until we get to end range. Right there. And then I'm going to press 2. Okay. And then I'm going to have you just relax right there for a second. I'm going to go over to passive mode. And now when I hit start, that's going to take you through the range of motion that we just went through.
Okay.
And that's the passive mode. You felt that a little bit.
Yeah, I did.
Even though we've already tested it,
Yeah.
I'm going to back that off a little bit. I'm going to go down to 90%.
Okay.
And I'm going to increase the pause at the end. So if we wanted to increase that range of motion, when that stops, I'm going to have you rotate your body towards me a little bit, and I'll talk you through that. So it's going to go that way. Now, just turn your sternum towards me just a little bit. See, just a little bit. You see how you got that little stretch? So you control how much you stretch at in range. This machine only pauses for 4 seconds. The other one pauses a little longer, but now you turn your body towards me. There you go. And so since this one only pauses for 4, we're going to go a little longer. Go ahead and just stop at the end, and then I'm gonna stop this thing. So now it's locked into position. Now if you wanted to give yourself a little bit of a stretch, you just rotate towards me, and you feel how much of stretch you get,
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
But you control the stretch, not the machine.
right.
Okay.
I mean, it's, you know, I definitely feel that.
Yeah, yeah. So that's our stretch mode. I'm going to turn this back on, and now we're going to do a little bit of active assisted range of motion. So now I want you to help the machine. So you're going to help the machine when it's going that way, and I'm going to take the pause out of it. And I took the pause by just turning that dial. You're at 30 degrees per second. That's a nice, safe one. Making sure this wrist is nice and stable. And some people want to do all the work with their thumb, and we want to make sure you're doing it with your fingers. So now you're helping the machine in each direction.
Yes, I am.
Good. And I'm going to escape out of this and get a clean graph. We're only going to do 10 repetitions. So those are concentrics. Now we're going to do some eccentrics. I'm going to have you resisting that machine.
Am I resisting
You're going to
now?
resist the machine ever so slightly, but not to pain. Don't work into pain.
So as it's going up, I'm pulling back. a little bit.
Exactly, and then vice versa, but not to pain. That strengthens the tendons instead of the muscles, and that's very important.
Okay.
We're using it as a bit of a warm-up, and that we would do for, you know, several sets of 10. But before you get too tired, I'm going to stop you in the middle, and I'm going to put this over to isokinetic mode, and it's going to get wiggly as soon as I hit start. See how it's wiggly? Now, in this mode, you get to apply the force yourself. I'm going to move you up to 90 degrees per second on each one of the isokinetics, and now you're going to get to go on your own.
In other words, I'm pulling the machine too?
You're doing all the work.
Oh, I'm doing all the work.
This is
Oh,
a little
got it.
different. That's
I really
right.
liked it better the other way.
I know, most people do, but this is good for testing. So you're going each way. I just had to make sure I hit start, because otherwise I'd tell you, okay, go, and then
And I'd still be standing
it'd
there.
be locked up. Yeah, and sometimes
Am I
it kinda
getting
hurts.
am I going the full way? I can't actually
Yes.
tell.
Well, do what you can. Do what you can. Okay. And then we're going to do just a couple more of those warm-ups, and then I'm going to have you do the best you can without working into pain, and I'm going to see what your peak torque is over here.
Okay.
And we're going to use that number to compare to last time. Right now you're officially in the relaxation mode, but we're calling this the warm-up mode. That's why I'm still letting
I mean,
you
it's going to
work.
get harder than this?
No, no. But it'll only work as hard as you work. So if you work really hard, it pushes back really hard. There you go. Okay, so do the best you can in both directions. You push that way, and then you pull this way. And just do the best you can without working into any sharp pain. That way, and then this way. Good. That way, and this way. So just do the best you can. Give me 5 more good reps. Good. Do as best that you can on the way out, and then the way in. Do the best you can on the way out. Good, and in. And one more out. Good, and in. Okay, take a break
Oh,
there.
I'm going to need a nap.
That's a tough one. And so now I'm looking at the torque here into external rotation. We had 3.8 foot-pounds and 8.6 into internal at 90 degrees per second. So I'm going to record that in your chart, and we will be able to map progress.
And then, okay. Am I coming out of this?
Yeah, you can let go and pull out. Yeah, just like that. So you're done there. You can shake it out, do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around.
All right, got it.
All right.